You never know, and you never know. You never know when the niggas will be back in the building.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What up, what up, what up, y'all? I am your host, Young Smooth.
I'm OB.
And this is the Kickstand Podcast. The place where you're going to kick up your motherfucking feet.
The
Chill out
fuck?
for about an hour or so. I haven't said that in a while either. You know what I'm saying, too. And you see what I'm wearing today.
Yes, sir.
The good old merch. When you find the old merch, you bring it out.
You feel
Now,
me?
don't forget, yeah, I think I still have J's, as a matter of fact, which is even more hilarious.
Right.
Don't forget you can find us on SoundCloud, iTunes, TuneIn, Google Music, which is YouTube Music, really, honestly. Um, Google Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and especially right here on YouTube. So make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, because what else you got to do? We're not frozen. We just waiting for you to do
A lot.
something.
Yeah, I want to say a lot of a lot of
We're not.
niggas ain't got nothing to do. That's the funny thing.
You have nothing to do. So because you have nothing to do,
What you should be doing.
exactly.
What you should be
Sometimes
doing.
it just be quiet. You know what? I wanted to go ahead and go over this situation real quick. Well, these few situations. So, um, a lot of new music has been coming out recently, and when I go through my new music timeline, I like to sometimes hit the old hits. Okay,
Right. Right.
and this came out.
Who's that?
That is Shaka Khan.
I don't know.
Wait a
I
minute. So here's the thing. I'm gonna send you this
this
song.
nigga said, "Wait a minute."
You wait a motherfucking minute. Shaka Khan is a goddamn legend, goddamn it. I don't give a fuck about her drug addicted bullshit because she had a lot going on back in the day.
I
And
ain't even know that.
probably recently. And recently, because she was on that verses looking high as a whore. Okay. She was gone on that verses. However, this song kept coming on while I was at work, and I was like, yo, who is singing this song? When I
Right.
tell you this song rivals with the New Girls too, I
What
was
is that?
like, oh, it is not bad for Shaka Khan to be back in 2022.
Damn.
2022. That means you've had a decades of a career.
A whole. You feel me? A whole
Right.
decade.
Just like, for instance, which I haven't gotten a chance to watch, but I will watch later, that goddamn Drink Champs interview the other day with
Oh
Patty
yeah.
LaBelle. Like,
Fact.
that shit crazy. Oh, and then as I was scrolling through the Ethernet, I found this.
That's Wiz. Yeah.
Yes. So Wiz Khalifa, the multiverse. There have been 3 songs on it. I'm not happy yet.
Damn.
I'm not. I'm just not happy yet. Then I also found this
Uh.
Soldier Boy, Soldier World 2.
Oh my gosh.
Again, not happy yet.
Man, this is all new shit, right?
All of it is new shit. All of it is new shit.
Yeah, Soldier Boy out here getting pepper sprayed and shit. So
Right. I've heard. As he very well should.
nigga said as he should. Nigga should be
He
getting
do too much. He do too goddamn much. And then I found this.
uh
That's Beyonce.
okay. It
And
just
yet
threw me
and
off.
yet and still, out of all of the new shit that I found, this was still the best.
Damn, that's a lot.
This Shaka Khan was still probably the best song that made me feel something that I was like, you know what, I like this song.
That yo, listen, that say a lot, bro. That say a lot about music today, yo. That the
Yeah.
fact that it's like, yo, this old shit hit harder than anything that dropped so far this year.
But here's the thing, it's not old. This is a brand new song in 2022 for her, and she still killed it.
Yeah, see.
And I'm like, yo, you would have thought that this
You'd have thought that shit would have been a missile.
Beyonce, Here's my take. Let's go into it because y'all niggas is killing me. Okay,
You know what I'm saying? Because y'all niggas is killing me.
y'all niggas is killing me. First of all, people can have an opinion. People should be able to have an opinion. I, as a diehard fan, can stop in mid diehardness and be like, "This shit ain't for
Trash.
me."
Yeah, trash.
Like
You did it with
in
Nicki.
2018. We did it in
Yeah.
2018 with Nicki Minaj and Queen.
Yo was like not happy.
I'm a huge fan, and I was like, "Bitch, what the fuck is this?" Now, I will say that Queen grew on me years later,
Right.
in the last couple of years, but it took a minute.
I'm
We-
still gonna call it a subpar project. I don't care.
It is. It is not the Pink Print. It just will not. I will
Definitely
say
a
that to my
subpar
dying day.
project.
It's not.
It's
Now,
definitely a subpar project.
Beyonce has had album after album after album. I've loved visual albums. I've loved Lemonade. We love the Carter situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All of those things. This is not that. I don't know why she butt naked on a horse. I don't know.
I ain't heard it. You know, it's funny. I haven't heard it, but you're probably the first person I've heard say like that feels how you feel about it.
I don't. Here's the thing. I am not mad at house music. I like house music, but I need my house music in spurts.
Yeah, like y'all niggas not ready to just be dropping back to back house projects, nigga. Like we ain't doing that. Like come
Like
on,
we ain't
bro.
got to throw all. You ain't got to throw all the house music at me at one time.
Like you could have had at least one or two on the project. That's cool. Well, she gave you what? You said 16, right?
16 and
tracks?
the whole thing was like an electro. And I understand she's experimenting with that. I do want my artists to grow, but sometimes you can't just be growing like this and not give me a little bit of what I wanted before. Even with the Drake album, at least there was a few songs where you're like, okay, this sounds more classically Drake. Okay, I get where he's coming with the Caribbean flows. I get that. And, you know, I get a song with him and 21 Savage. Cool, I'm good to go. This, on the other hand, I was sitting here like, this is a lot.
You know what's funny, yo? It'd be disappointing when it's so like because let's see, where's the last project B put out?
We had what? Was it? It was Lemonade, was it?
What year was that?
2018-ish, 17-ish. But I might be wrong.
I mean, but even if it was 2018, that's a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then to pop back up with
and then you had the Carter situation, you had the On the Run tour. It had to be around 2018-ish because 2016-ish, because you gotta think about it. She toured then and then she did the 2018 situation, and that's when they came out with Ape Shit together. And we did the review of, you know, that album with the Carters, and we listened to it and we loved that. And we didn't even realize that Nas had a fucking album come out the same day.
Do you think Beyonce could completely stop putting music out? Wait, hold on. Completely stop putting music out solely just basically just sell out shows for the rest of her life, and you would be satisfied with that?
Yes, personally. Fine with it.
Hey, there's very few artists that can do that you would be like, you know what, I'm actually, the catalog you already have, I'm perfectly fine with you not putting music out. Like it's not many artists that can do that. Whereas like, hey, I'm okay that you ain't put a song out in 3 years because your old shit is more than likely already in my playlist, and I'm gonna keep listening to it because it has endless replay value. So
right,
that's
and in addition, what I am thinking, this is my prediction. So the way that the Renaissance era is supposed to go, the Renaissance era is actually supposed to be 3 separate projects, which may give 3 different distinct things of sound. So if this may not have been for me, this just may not have been my judge. This might not have just been for me. Doesn't mean that the other two, in some way, shape, or form, won't be. My thought process is, I want to believe that this is Beyonce's retirement plan. Like this is her retirement.
This project,
this whole situation, this whole era that's about to happen is about to be. She gonna give us these last 3 projects, and this is it.
Oh yeah, because you said this is like just a one of 3.
One of 3. She gonna give us 3 long ass projects like this, and after that, she done.
Guess what? Wouldn't be mad at it.
Nope, I believe that she done. Because
I will play. I will listen. I will go bump some shit from Beyonce from 2000, 2002, right. Like easily, like and not even think about the fact that hey, this is an old ass song. Like that's what you call timeless music, where I'm not even thinking about that. It's old. It just slapped regardless. Like you gonna play that shit, it's going bang regardless.
Right. You could play 7-Eleven now, and it will still go up in the clubs.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, but what I think is, I really believe this is about to be her retirement game. The reason why you have to look at it like this: this girl has been in the industry since she was 16 years old.
Right.
She died. She tired. And all of that motherfuckers.
She tired. She got kids. She like, look, we don't even. Jay-Z, you see, he just like, I don't even. He just like, nigga, I'm gonna make a song when I'm just good and well ready to make a song. And that,
you might get a couple of Beyonce features, but I'm telling you, after this era run and these tours, that's it.
At that point, Jay-Z, look, he low key. He probably the only person who could really just, if he want, I mean, obviously it's his wife, but at that point it's gonna be like, well, I just don't even want to do a song unless it's with my wife. Fuck it. Right. Like I'm done. Right. I'm done with you rap niggas. I'm done. Like
you may not get that. And then speaking of niggas, as we move into Ratchet and Ridiculous, Khalees calls out Beyonce over Renaissance album sample. Now I'm be honest with you, I listened to the whole album and I wasn't looking for it. I just wanted to be in the physical moment of listening to the album. I don't even know where the fuck that song was. So if you do know where that song is, please link it down below in the comments or let us know which one it was, because I don't know. I don't know which one she was talking about.
What she's saying, Beyonce took a sample from one of her old songs.
So basically,
Drake album too.
Yes, exactly. While most artists would be flattered to be sampled by Beyonce, Khalees is not one of them. The bossy singer is not happy after finding out that Queen Bey sampled her on her new album Renaissance. I'm sorry, never mind. Don't link it down below. It's called Energy. Energy.
Yo, right. Found that shit real quick.
Pulls from Get Along With You. Oh, that was the video that Khalees looked like A Nightmare Before Christmas. I mean, I guess whatever. Khalees's 1999 debut album Kaleidoscope, both of which were produced by the Neptunes. Very important factor as I read on. But Khalees claims that the sample was used without her knowledge. In a comment left on her Bounty and Full Instagram account, Khalees seemingly called out Bey as well as Pharrell and Chad for disrespecting her. Quote, "My mind is blown too, because the level of disrespect and utter ignorance of all 3 parties involved is astounding." End quote. Quote, "I heard about this the same way everyone else did." End quote. As you should. There's a reason for that. I'm gonna go into it in a second. Khalees's name does not appear on the songwriting and production credit for Energy, but Pharrell Williams and Chad Hugo are listed. Nothing is ever as it seems. Some of the people in the business have no soul or integrity, and they have everyone fooled. End quote. I'm gonna read the rest of this because I would like to tell Khalees this. Own your shit, sis.
Yeah, that sounds like
Own
a
your shit.
that sounds like a case of I didn't, I don't, I look, and then on top of that, it's like technically, if she didn't purchase the exclusive ownership of that beat, whatever beat it was, then I get it. It's like, damn, yo, that's crazy. I did a whole song on this on my album, and you allow, hey, I mean, that was what,
See his face?
1999?
You see
You
his
know,
face?
like that was what, 99?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and you know, look, now we go back, and I obviously this ain't really got to do with like Baltimore or nothing like that, but just the general topic that we spoke about last time, as far as with this whole Drake album,
Don't
it's
do
so
that.
it's so funny. It's
Don't do
so
that.
funny, yo, when you not the one. Look, it's always the ones that wish it was them that will pop out the woodwork like, yo, that's crazy, blah blah. You know, obviously it's somewhat different in her case, but obviously we don't know those logistics because now
But we have to think about this. We have to think about it like this. This is the Carter camp. Okay. The motherfucker who would drop albums at midnight and drop the whole thing with the visual situation to it, and you still had to pay for it if you was on title. You know what I'm saying? Then you would get it in Apple Music the next day, whatever, and it would trickle down, so on and so forth. You mean to tell me somebody who is tight-lipped about their craft and their art would be that sloppy that it wasn't cleared through Khalees? Khalees don't have nothing to do with this. You don't have no rights to the song, sis.
yeah, because you're dealing with like very solid business individuals. It's like
What you're saying.
I don't listen. Now let me say this. I don't know any of them personally. I don't.
Right.
Like, you know,
And nobody
anything.
knows what it said, behind closed doors. We get that.
But in general, it's like, for as far as I'm concerned, like as far as I know, like, you know, knowing about the Carter camp, even the Pharrell, even just them in general, they do pretty solid business. I don't think I've ever heard Beyonce ever one time in my life ever be slandered because she did shady business with anyone.
Right.
I don't think
She
I've
went
ever.
through the
I don't.
appropriate channels.
Yeah, I
She
don't
went
think I've
through,
ever. I don't think I've ever in my life ever heard. I don't even think that's something I've ever seen in the masses ever pop up. Yo,
right.
Beyonce shady as shit. I've never seen that before.
Right. She went through the appropriate channels. She did what she had to do. Khalees, sit back and farm and cultivate like you do, because this, ma'am, this don't it didn't make any sense. And like, the Beehive, they haven't started swarming yet. But my whole thing is, it doesn't make any sense. We have known, you said for years that the Neptunes fucked you on that. So you didn't think that she reached out to Pharrell, because Pharrell and them owned the beats and the right to the song, that she wasn't going to use she wasn't going to use that.
Listen, first of
And
all,
somebody had to
if
bow down to you about it. Mind you, keep in mind, it's 99. In that heyday, there is an era of a young Beyonce. So the girl was
yeah,
already in the industry too. So y'all all in the
that
industry at the same time.
exactly. That's like that. It sound like it. All right, let's say this for starters. And obviously, you know, this is just our opinions to anyone that's watching, because a lot
Yeah.
of y'all niggas, the society is butt hurt and soft as shit now. So we gotta stay, hey, this is our opinions, you know, and you are entitled to an opinion too. But what it sounds like is a level of entitlement, which is so crazy to say, but this is just analyzing it, because it's
Why?
almost like it's almost like, yeah, yo, you came around here, but you ain't check in. Like you pulled up to New York, but you ain't checking with who, sir. I don't gotta really check in with nobody, sir. I you know, who am I checking in with?
Well,
So
first of all, checking in for what, ma'am?
yeah,
You
like
are a
checking in
speed
my
bump.
hotel.
You are a speed bump in music history, and I hate to say it like that, and I know that sounds wrong. It does, but when you really
No, it don't.
But
That sounds like
when you
facts.
highly think about it, when you really think about it, you sit back and you think about it. Other than her milkshake being bringing all the boys to the yard, niggas being caught out there because she's screaming. Apparently, this other song whatever the hell this song was called. I don't even remember what the damn song was called. Oh, get along with you. Don't even barely remember the song. Slightly remember the video, and then the fact that you was bossy for a minute. What songs? You know who else has a career like that? And I'm glad I brought that up. I just thought I wanted to say this too. Oh, let me tell y'all something. That goddamn Sierra, it's not gonna be good. It is not gonna be good. Let me tell you something.
She's still doing music.
She just dropped, and she looks fucking phenomenal. The girl looked amazing.
Of course.
Every fucking look sickening and disgustingly gorgeous.
Yeah, of course.
However, comma.
Oh shit.
There's a new song that she has called Jump. Okay.
All right.
That shit is TikTok based. It is there's a dance that goes with it. And it sounds like it's from the early 2000s. Like I listened to it one time, saw the video, and was like, I don't know about this. Is like this is nothing. There's nothing elevated, and this is what happens with Sierra's career. Sierra is also one of those artists. I hate to say it, that is like a speed bump in the remembrance of R&B history. They're great songs. Don't get it twisted. But
yeah,
there's
like
no body of work or album that you're just like, yo, this is other than is it up there? Let me see, is it up there? Hold on, wait a minute. Other than maybe Sierra, the Evolution. Other than the Evolution was probably the
hold
only.
Hold on.
What?
Y'all did y'all peep the flex though? Did y'all peep the flex that this man got shit alphabetically organized by the artist, and then he leaned back just to see, like, let me see. Oh, there she go, right there, and this is her. This is all of her. Like he pulled up to Sierra and then looked at with all of her. She look at that Destiny. I'm like, come on, bro, that's a flex. You literally have people's whole childhood on your wall right now.
I really do. Like dead ass
within like, 2 frames.
Like that is literally a thing. I do have a lot of people shit on my wall. But and the funnier thing about that is this. I might have all of that on my wall and that's alphabetical order. When I tell you making that goddamn poster, because I physically made that. I had to take each and every one and I got like little double-sided like little dots and put it on the back of it and put it on the actual board that the poster came in. When I tell you that shit was so fucking difficult to make choices, there are cuts. That you just saw the R&B one. The other one that I'm flexing over to is the hip hop one.
Damn.
There are cuts. It's so bad. I only got to the F's and shit, and then I was like, well, shit, I don't even know if I can't even put Mary J. Blige's catalog on this.
Wait, like, so what you do with the rest of the stuff?
Oh, I still have it.
Of course you have it. Yeah, of course you have it, right? Of course you have it.
But the vast majority of all of this in here, like I got to like Dru Hill and Destiny's Child, and I was like, oh, but I like Erykah Badu. I need, Faith Evans, blah, blah, blah. And then I was just like, well, Mary gonna have to go on like whatever the next one is, because I can't.
You gonna have to make a whole nother. You gonna have to make a third one of just whatever.
When I get a bigger house, I'm probably gonna make more. I probably am going to make more because there are still so many of them and they're in alphabetical order. Yes, I am that anal about my music. However, we're Sierra. So like, yeah, maybe the Evolution, you got that. You feel me? That might be part of what you like. It's like a album because the Evolution album did slap.
Right.
Other than that, I don't see it for you, sis. I don't, unless it's because every other album has always been maybe one song, 2 songs here. You can't excel like that in a 1 or 2 song situation. Now, granted, don't get it twisted. She can perform, and Sierra's going to be one of those artists that can perform, but she's going to give you the goodies. The first album. She's going to give you Evolution, and then she's going to give you the trickles of some of the new stuff, or like Body Party that was on Birth Month, like small little things like that. But you can't go and find a deep album cut. Damn. You can't find the album cut. You can't Everybody's not like there's not that one off where it's like, yo, this song hot, but it's just not on the Hot 100. You feel me?
Right, right.
There's not too many of them like that. And that's in my opinion. If you're a Sierra fan, I'm so sorry. But with Beyonce, you can find a catalog that is plentiful. Like I said, like even in my shit, I want her to be R&B-ish on this next go round. You know what I mean? Because I want the rockets and the 6-inch heels and the smash into you. Like I like deeper cuts like that.
Right.
That's what I want from Beyonce. Was I expecting that to be the run for this? No. Was I expecting it to feel more like a B-Day kind of celebration where you're getting all the genres mixed together? Maybe. Right. And I guess, like I said, it's just more of us having to wait, and she's elevating the game. As far as Khalees goes in this whole situation, have a seat. Moving on.
That's a name I ain't even heard in years. So
yeah,
alone, like that alone is like, huh? That's why when you said it, I was like, what?
Khalees. Khalees. Yeah, all right. Moving on. Usher weighs in on Versus with Chris Brown. All right. Is Usher stepping into the Versus arena? The R&B icon is finally weighing in on a potential Versus battle against Chris Brown. During an interview with E! News, he acknowledged that he saw a fake flyer on the internet promoting a fan-made matchup. However, there are no current plans for him to participate in Versus, whether against Chris or any other artist. He quotes, "It's not official. No, we're not doing that," Usher confirmed, but I can appreciate what I see. He didn't explain why, only saying, "I don't think y'all ready for nothing like that." However, he had a hint at the possibility of a live element. He quotes, "You might be ready for something like that on stage, maybe in the future. Stay tuned." Last month, Chris revealed that he was asked to do Versus with Usher. Quote, it only makes sense, but it's gonna make more sense," he said during the Drink Champs interview. "I think it would be something good for the fans, but it would have to make sense for both of us." In the meantime, you can catch both singers on tour. Chris kicks off his One of Them Ones tour with Little Baby earlier this month, while Usher is headlining his new Las Vegas residency at Dolby Live at Park MGM. What do we think, and how do you think this Versus would have worked out, and what do you think they have cooking?
Well, first of all, let me be the one to say that would be the epitome of epic.
It would.
And there's multiple reasons why I could say that, because first of all, yeah, obviously Usher has bangers, Chris Brown has bangers. The caliber of bangers they both have is not going to be, that's not going to be one of them like that. Listen, let me tell you something. That ain't gonna be a blowout between either of them. Like Chris Brown not blowing him out, and Usher not blowing Chris Brown out. That's my opinion. I can't see that. Like he got Chris Brown, and then on top of that, Chris Brown got bangers from like when he was literally like fresh in the game. Bangers, actual bangers right now that you could play right now, and the 30 plus is going to rock with it.
Yes,
ain't gonna no go no all
on the motherfucking floor.
Yeah, me too. Look, I might do a backflip, and I don't know how to do a backflip.
Right.
Like, but then Usher, he has bangers as well.
Nigga, you play my way, it's over.
Bro, it's just that would be literally a epic. Let me see something. What is the last actual? Because that's the thing, yo. With these Verses, yo, we ain't really had a real live. Very few.
The last epic,
very few.
You mean the last epic one that made your soul shake? There's only one. Jadakiss.
Jadakiss versus Dipset.
it's just Jadakiss's Versus. Fuck that. Like that's it. That's all it was. It was just because R&B angered my soul.
That Bone Thugs and Harmony shit was trifling too.
Bone Thugs and Harmony made me mad. Arm Beef made me mad. Sweaty Uncle Love with
Arm
Keith.
beef.
Arm Beef, Sweaty Uncle Love. That shit
Hey,
made me mad.
yo.
With Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown.
Picking up
The,
Bobby Brown and shit, picking up coke off the stage. Yo, drop the coke and then like, oh wait, hold on.
but the fucked up part about it is what you're talking about is a real event. That is hilarious.
I know, that's why I saw it in the video. I was like, bro, no, he didn't just slide back over, like, hold up, gotta pick that up. Like, yo, it was wild.
But let me tell you something. I feel for Bobby. I really do. Bobby done lost too many people that like his loved ones are the closest to him. You talking about Whitney, Bobby, Christina. He done lost a little son. Like, god damn, how much more can you take, sir? So my heart goes out to Bobby Brown. However, it was like Uncle Sweaty Love up on the stage, and I was not here for none of that.
I feel like that versus would not only be epic, it will be epic on a very respectful level. Like it would just be a straight up and down solid versus. It wouldn't be no slander, no back and forth ratchet. None. It would be, bro, what you got for me? No, I got something. What you got for me? It would just be. It wouldn't be. Usher would be. What Usher is probably like 10 plus years older than Chris Brown. So it would really just be like a big brother, little brother type situation. It'd be like, all right, what you got for me now? No, I got this for you. What you
But
got?
I would say this in answer to your question, what versus has been good? And really, once we got out of quarantine, it kind of all went bad.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, I mean, because it's like, bro, we don't.
When they let you niggas outside,
exactly. Turn to a sweatbox. It's like, bro, wait, what versus was that? No, yeah, that was the Dipset joint. All these niggas on stage, they gotta keep telling people, "Yo, get off the stage." You have to, like, all right, that's it. Now y'all don't look. The verse is supposed to be but so long. It done got prolonged because you got niggas on the stage, you got niggas over here, you got niggas over there.
When I tell you that motherfucker was a Jim, I think Jim said, "If you think I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to you." I said, "Oh wow."
Like, all right, you got that.
This some good ass. It was so much better. Even when sound quality was fucked up because everybody was home. It was so much better when it was just strictly on Instagram.
Yeah, but now it's like, all right, y'all trash. Y'all trash. I get watered down. You got niggas coming out the house trying. It's just too much. It's like, hey, I'm trying to get as much content as and you got to think about that's really what it is. Is hey, how much content can I get out of this versus for me?
Nigga, it was R and Beef that sent me over the top. Because y'all niggas trying to play. First of all, how you talk about love music, even though 90% well, I won't say 90% of it, but a good percentage of it was just about fucking, number one, except for One Wish. And One Wish sounded a hot ass mess. I understand that your son wanted to be next to you, but how you holding your baby trying to sing, I don't understand. What was up with Omarion and this motherfucking Watermelon? Like, I didn't even get that far. I still can tell you right now, if I go back to go look at the shit, it's on half. It's on half. I couldn't watch that. You have to understand your audience is 30 plus. We tired. We have things to do.
Listen, bro, we sleepy. Like, we got whole jobs. Cats is tired. Like, we done got off work to probably watch this shit.
like, oh, and then furthermore, I feel like I'm about to call it the Scream Tours. The Millennium Tours. The Millennium Tour.
Rip.
And, but just one is a cash grab for nostalgia. Let's start there. But it's also it turns into like the Temptations. It's like the Temptations and the Five Heartbeats and shit. Like this whole thing is just it's very much so like ain't nobody come to feed you, Otis. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, right.
And Omarion is Otis. If ain't nobody noticed, Omarion is Otis. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
If you didn't know who I was actually referring to with that one, that's exactly what I'm referring to. Yeah, because they definitely. I listen. Guess what? I literally still haven't even seen it, and I'm just like, I'm good. Like,
I don't. You know what? So for real, like, I don't blame you on that. The Temptations probably The Temptations, and like biopic wise, like it's not gonna make a lot of sense to you, and you're gonna be like,
Right.
"Why do you niggas dress like this?" It's just not. It's just not going to hit you in your solar plexus like you need it to. It's not. I'm just gonna tell you that now. But like even the Five Heartbeats and shit like that, like it don't. But some of that music I was still ushered in with, so I heard some of that music. So that's why you're kind of like, oh, okay, I get it. I see what that is. And those were the first biopics for me. That's just like if you watch What's Love Got to Do with It, it's not going. You're not going to feel it that way
At all.
However, if you watch a Straight Outta Compton, it's going to make you feel something because you're going to feel hip hop. You're going to feel the political
Right.
elements. You're going to feel, just kind of what that is, and anything moving kind of forward. So those type of biopics and documentaries. Biopics are really difficult. We've had this conversation several times. Biopics are difficult. They are either hit or miss. And Lifetime has
And very few hit. So
that. Yeah, true.
if you
True.
want my,
True.
it's like from my knowledge, very few actually hit. Like actually, like yo, this was a solid, but like when you like, damn, yo, this was a amazing biopic. No,
Right.
yeah,
No.
very few, if not.
I want to say what
thing.
my main ones for me are Straight Outta Compton and the TLC one. And the TLC one was on VH1. Oh wait, no, TLC New Edition. New Edition was a shit too. I ain't gonna lie. That shit took forever to do. It was a long ass story. Matter of fact, no, rephrase that. New Edition and the Bobby Brown story. That shit was good.
Damn.
Yeah, those BET ones, I was like, oh shit, yeah. Bobby out here fucking for nothing. Moving on to fucking up shit. Will Smith addresses. I love my segue.
Oh my goodness.
I love my segue. We didn't get to talk about this, so we have to talk about this now. Will Smith addresses Chris Rock's Chris Rock Oscar slap, says he's deeply remorseful.
Yeah, because they started like, yeah, we don't want to work with you no more.
I'm not gonna. I'm not. Okay. Will Smith is going on the record about the infamous Chris Rock's Oscar slap. 4 months after the headline-making incident, the actor returned to social media. Of course, he did, to answer a lot of fair questions and issue another apology to Rock for slapping him.
4 months. Damn, where's time?
Slapping him on stage at the 2022 Academy Awards after he made a joke about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. In an emotional YouTube video, let me tell y'all something. I love Will, I really do, but I realize the crocodile tears when I see it. Okay, I'm gonna explain that in a minute. In an emotional YouTube video, Smith revealed he didn't apologize to Rock while accepting the Oscar for Best Actor for King Richards, saying he was fogged out at that point. He quotes, "It's all fuzzy. I reached out to Chris and the message that came back is he was not ready to talk. And when he is, he will reach out." Smith also addressed Rock directly. "Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I am here whenever you're ready to talk." Additionally, he apologized to Chris's family, including his mother and his brother, Tony Rock. Quote, "I didn't realize how many people got hurt. Tony Rock was my man, and this is probably irreparable." Is it? I wonder. Smith said he had been doing a lot of reflecting over the past few months and acknowledges that there is no part of him that thinks that this was right or the right way to behave. Pinky was seen on camera rolling her eyes after Rock made his joke comparing her hair to Demi Moore's character from G.I. Jane, but Smith says his wife did not provoke him to attack. He made the choice on his own, and that's a hot ass mess. That's all I gotta say to that. I'm not even gonna read it.
Bro, yeah, that's extremely hot ass mess, yo.
So Chris Rock also put out a statement where he talked about everybody want to play victim. I almost believe him on that. I understand that. if you see this apology is not like you and I sitting right here. It don't look like it's just, on some. The first apology was like that. I ain't gonna lie. The first one was like that. But now this one is a stage production. There are different camera angles.
Bro, niggas done took hit like how like people they're trying to stop production of shit he's trying to do.
Right.
Like trying to like excommunicate him. Like, oh yeah, we're not fucking with you no more.
But you failed to do what I like to call nigga jig. You did not nigga jig at the nigga jig moment for the nigga jig event. It crosses a thin line between standing up and protecting your woman, which is what you should do, but there has to be a way. I would have respected if, and this is how when I saw the slap, I saw it out of context. I saw him yelling first. I didn't even see him slap him first. So that's where I came in at. So in a minute, I was like, hell yeah. Keep my fucking wife name out your fucking mouth, bitch. Oh, I love that. That's cool. I was good with that. You feel me? I'm good with a good cusser. I like a good keep my motherfucking wife name out your motherfucking dirty, rotten ass mouth, you dirty, stinking bitch ass whore. Now, he didn't say all that, but I like to. I like to add my flavor. Like it's like seasonal. But on the flip side of all of that, it's like, okay, now when you see it in hindsight, yes. Was it a little bit much? Yes. Was it the justification is always, you're doing it for your family, this, that, and the third. This is you standing up as a man for your family, but you have to tear someone else down to do so?
I wouldn't have slapped them in public.
And that man kept his composure, because if you look at Chris Rock in that moment, he balled up his fist but remembered where he was. Now, some might say, does that mean that Chris was whitewashed? Because he was in front of all the white people, he knew how to keep his dollar together. He was like, "Oh man,
I mean that's business. That's called business.
I'm not gonna fight the other niggas."
So let's put this in context. You're at work. Your coworker walks up and fucking like put their hands on you.
I have to ask many questions because I have to ask how we got here.
Oh, look, you're exactly like yo. Look, it could be. That's the thing. You don't know where it could stem from, but at the end of the day, when we talking legal, all that matters is the person that was assaulted. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters, right?
To you at work and your coworker, whatever y'all would have had go. Even if y'all just didn't like each other, and this person decided, you know what, yo, today gonna be the day I'm smacking this nigga, and he walks up in front of your coworkers and not even slap you, like really like push you or take a swing on you. Guess what? Everybody saw that. Number one. Now you have a choice to make. Do I swing back and really beat your ass? B, you know what? Just back up, like, nah, yo, this fucked up, and hope that the coworkers break it up. Because if you notice something else, I ain't seen not one person run up on that stage and like, yo, whoa, what the fuck? You know what I mean? None of that happened.
First of all, Lupita Nyong'o's face was it for me.
Like Cat should have ran up on the stage, like, oh, what we doing here, yo? Y'all supposed to be brothers. They like to see that type of shit. So that's what's unfortunate. They like to see that type. Like if you was a real friend of both of these individuals, and they obviously have a lot of mutual friends that was in that very establishment. Bruh, I'd have easily ran up there and both of them would have, whoa, what, you feel me? What's going on? Yo, no, we're not doing this, bro. We're gonna talk about this after this. Like, that's how that would have went.
But here's the thing. Here's the other thing about this. This nigga with money shit, okay? This is niggas with money shit. If it was me, okay, you can say what you want to. You can only push me but so fucking far. Okay, right. Now, if the scenario in which you talking about happened to me at work, I'm flipping every motherfucking table in there. I don't need this job this bad. I don't need this job this bad. But for them, that is their livelihood. So in the retrospect of what happened, Chris is absolutely right. Like, yo, I understand what he was like, I understand what my position was at the point. I get that. Will you do that? And the Academy be on their best bullshit because they was like, oh, we asked him to leave. Did you ask him to leave? before you handed him the award? Because that happened before. So I'm confused. I'm confused. But his apologies, they seem just over the top. Again, why were there
But
camera angles?
he,
Why
bro,
was there
he's been.
teleprompters?
I will be the first to
Why
say
are we
this.
apologizing again?
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be the first to say this because many people have said it already. Just because it's so noticeable, man. And listen, you stuck up for your wife. Understandable. That's some real shit. Like I said, I wouldn't have got up from my seat, walked all the way on stage, and then put my hands on this nigga. That just wouldn't happen.
It becomes premeditated at that point.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hit this nigga in his mouth, but I wouldn't have did that. It wouldn't have did that. If anything, I'd have pulled Joe's dumb ass up. Like once whoever he announced after that and all of that shit, and he walked up the stage, I'd have easily like, all right, I'll be right back, and I'm gonna go backstage. Yo, let me talk to you for a second. Like that shit.
And then even like with anything else, where was the warning before the shot?
Yeah, because he definitely he just walked up and just said, "Bitch, I'm smacking you." Like,
right. Where was the warning before the shot? You did,
but then,
or the fact that, and it may be things that we've never known behind the scenes. We don't know that. But
another thing too that a point that I heard that I seen online, and I mean it kind of did make me think like, you know what, that to an extent, but. So what's kind of crazy if you first of all, I ain't gonna lie, I don't give a fuck how anybody feel about this. This is my opinion. Jada, that's one toxic motherfucker. If I ever seen a woman that's toxic, that's a toxic motherfucker.
Because you out here
like
it's August.
Like if you ever like you can't convince me otherwise. I don't want to hear, yo, she's so brave. Yo, no. That's the problem with the world today is that people enable dumbass shit. Matter of fact, people enable toxicity, enable it.
Because
yo, she's strong. Yo, she literally is a toxic ass. That's one toxic ass female, one toxic ass human being. And then you look at Will.
Wait, let me ask you this: what makes her different than a Cardi B at this moment? Because
same thing. She been toxic.
Listen, when you say broke boys don't deserve no pussy, I know that's right. How is Jada any different from that when your motherfucking ass is only you love Tupac, you fuck other niggas, and you was only staying with Will for the money anyway? At this point, I don't know you personally, but that's what it looked like.
Bruh, listen, they all get in one category. Toxic. That's one category. Right. that's one category. Like you're not going and then like this. Look at it from Will point, where he probably like the thing is this was sad is that obviously Will could have low key, he probably could have any woman he wanted. For real.
And he probably has too.
Yeah, you never know. But it's like you can see like the access of I gotta win her. I gotta show. And like, bro, listen.
Now,
like
flex. I have read the book. I'm out here with all the hip hop trivia today. You feel me? I have read the book. I have read that like there's a part in the book where he talks about not making her happy. But you cannot continue, Willard, to try to make someone happy who don't want to be happy.
Exactly.
And you're forcing your life into these constructs of what it's supposed to look like. Like this face, this is a face of desperation, of I want everything to look a certain way. Everything is never always going to look a certain way. It is not going to be a certain way, sir. It is not. And that in itself becomes the problem. And that's this is what we get from Will Smith. And I'm not saying he's not an amazing actor. I'm not saying he hasn't elevated the craft. I'm not saying he hasn't elevated hip hop. All of those things are held to be true. But like him, Lil' Kim, Monique, there are certain people that are going to tarnish the level of their legacies. They are tarnishing them. Sometimes you apologize the first time. Shut the fuck up and let Chris come to you. Bottom line, you've already apologized the first time. Why is there a second apology?
Right. I mean, like I said, that's I told you that. Look, niggas trying to excommunicate him. Mm-hmm. That's why. Yeah, companies like, right. Yeah, we don't want to move forward with this. We move forward with that. Oh damn, I gotta do this. No, you don't. You actually could just fall back. You good? I know he good. You should be well set up to to not even have to you could sustain whatever it is, and just because obviously what's gonna have to happen is this. That's a sad thing about today's society. It's gonna have to come to the media, to the face of media that hey, we have resolved this. Then it's gonna be a picture of them together. Hey, then it's gonna be all right. Yo, we can fuck with you again. That's literally, we've seen it in the past numerous times.
And you know what? And you know what? For me, as also being a husband, I want to be able to say I would defend my wife at any cost. I don't think that cost would have been that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not getting out of my chair and walking all the way on stage and not doing
right. 4 steps in, you knew exactly what you was going to do.
We could literally it was staged. Yeah, we could literally have my thing is and obviously that's the world for you. So it's like you can't. The way I operate is totally different than other people. That's just that's a conversation. That's I'm gonna literally wait to the perfect time and pull you up, and we gonna talk about this. Listen, man, I didn't. She was uncomfortable with what you said. I kind of didn't fuck with what you said. But I mean, Jada, I really don't got no rap for her anyway. But it's just principle. It's like. He was doing just as a husband. Okay, that's my wife, and bro, you out of line, saying shit like that on stage. But also, as my thing is this: do people not understand you dealing with a comedian?
Right. Even though I will say this, that joke was lame. It didn't hold no merit, and it felt like it was honestly, if you really look at it, it looked like it was a genuine forced situation. And the reason why I say that
the joke,
the reason why I say that it was like a forced situation, it came out of left field, nowhere. You're talking about one thing, you hit on one person, and then you go and you see Jada, and you're like, "Hey, Jada, G.I. Jane too." And what is it? Like, it just was really.
I didn't even know that's how he did it.
It really like dead ass. Like the way I said it,
that's madness.
Out of left field. And so you're kind of looking at me, you're like,
that's like, okay. Bro, you taking a blatant shot, like,
right. And they've always had some bullshit that's been kind of back and forth, this, that, and the third. I mean, it's a lot of different conspiracy theories with it, and we go into it all day, but I'm not. But what I will say is, the grandiose apology does not make it okay. Do you feel what I'm saying?
This is so unfortunate for a person like Will Smith, yo. Like,
right.
It's just unfortunate as hell. Like,
right. You put it on performance, but you put on performance because let me tell you something. After reading the book, that is who you are as a person. That's who you've always been. That's your armor and your shield is to perform. That's it. That's the way that because now the things that you created and built, what if they just didn't exist for a while?
Exactly.
What if you faded into obscurity for a moment? No one would forget. There's too much. You have done too much. Sometimes you can just sit the fuck down.
Yo.
Can sit the fuck down.
I said it once. I say it again. Obstacle Beats has no intentions of ever becoming any famous of any kind in this disgusting world. I'm good. My goal is literally to be the background. I'm good, financially set. Those around me financially set. There's a whole operation running. I don't need to be on TV. I don't none of that. It's the devil, Ariel. It's all the devil. Like, it's nothing but madness. It's nothing but evil. That's the. It is sad to say, but it's facts. You know how easily accessible that shit is. Like, you open your phone, niggas fighting. You open your phone, damn, yo. I didn't even know that the Oscars was. That's how out the loop I be. I didn't even know that was taking place.
That's not just you. That's not just you. There are many people that are out of the loop for award shows. Period. Like,
bro, I had no idea
Right. I didn't see the BET Awards until days later. I was like, oh, that happened.
Bro,
The only time
I was on Facebook and I just happened to see somebody like, damn, yo, you know how that go. You see one person posting, then you bound to see another person, you bound to see other. I'm like, yo, wait, what? He did what? He did what? Then next you see people homemade videos. Yo, look at this.
well, actually, that's what I saw it. I saw it because it was trending on Twitter 22 minutes after it happened.
Damn, I was like, what? Not even 30 minutes.
What the fuck? And you know, look, Will Packard produced it, and the one time that it was a black ass show, this will be the last time the Oscars will be a black ass show. This will be the last time.
They're not allowing that. They're not more like, yo.
They're not.
Look, we let this happen. We let this happen, and niggas getting slapped. Like, yeah, we can't do this.
We and that's another thing. Like, Will, you want to put on for the black man so much, but all of us don't represent the level of violence.
And guess what? You have individuals that look up to Will Smith, like Joyner Lucas, who actually made a song called Will
Smith
about how much Will Smith actually influences him and how much he actually like you know, you think about those things like, wow, you know, how you think Joyner Lucas felt when he saw that shit, like, damn, bro, like, come on, yo, you know, damn, yo, what are you doing, yo, like, what are you doing, bro? You out here slapping niggas, like, why, like, you know, it's like, damn, yo.
And ain't nobody saying, you know, you got to have a meltdown in private, but you do need to choose where you have your meltdowns at. And this ain't the only time that you just slap somebody. You know, and that nigga slapped it's not the only time. And that nigga slapped Chris Rock like motherfucking Bugs Bunny when he was like, Shalom!
Like, yeah, yo, wow. Like, damn, bro.
Anyway, moving on. Kendrick Lamar reveals what he wants his legacy to be. We love Kendrick. At the Kickstand Podcast, we love us some Kendrick. And that new album.
That's that new album right there.
Let me tell you something. That new album is digging in niggas' souls.
That's a bar spit. That's a bar spit. Yo. If I ever, I mean, even old K Dot before he actually owned that name, before he even went by his name, he just K Dot from Compton. Yo, his old.
When I tell you, this nigga here, barred up, and then in addition to that, emotionally adapt and equipped. It's a problem. But anyway, we're gonna find out. Kendrick Lamar has inspired millions of fans with his music. Fresh off the stage at Rolling Loud Miami, the Compton rapper opened up about his legacy and what he wants people to remember. In a rare interview with a young reporter, Jaslyn Guerrera, I think that's how it's pronounced, Kendrick shared a message about connecting people through his music. Quote, really just the impact to inspire people and always showing them that the duality of life is not such a bad thing. We go through so many volatile situations where we don't really know how to connect or communicate how we feel. So I want to make sure that that's the legacy, showing people how to communicate. And it's okay if it's not perfect. It's about accepting the beauty of the imperfection. That is so deep. His profound impact was recently on display during his concert at Houston's Toyota Center when a security guard was brought to tears as Kendrick performed Love. The emotional video went viral, prompting a reaction from Kendrick. Quote, it's really about the feeling of it. Past all the politics, past all the numbers, it's what the music makes you feel, how it makes you feel, he said. At the end of the day, how you want everybody to receive your music and make them feel good, make them feel like a moment they're attached to, it could live forever. I believe that. I absolutely 100% believe that. And I want to go to this Big Steppers tour because that shit sounds lit.
You know who music do that for me, yo? J. Cole.
A lot of people say that too.
Listen, let me be the first to say the only album I've ever heard of J. Cole is the Off Season, his latest one.
Mm-hmm.
I've always heard his songs,
Mm-hmm.
individually. I've never ever listened to a J. Cole album.
Right.
I listened to this one, and this album just told. That's why that's one of the reasons I really like one of the songs I put out. One of the songs that's on my album, is inspired by J. Cole.
Mm-hmm.
It's the 12th song before the 12th song before the last song. It's called Victory, and listening to J. Cole, that man, he just different. He just different. Like, don't get me wrong, I fuck with Kendrick heavy. I was actually listening to Kendrick before I was listening to J. Cole.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just J. Cole, bro. His it's just I just can't really explain it, It's one of those things I genuinely can't explain. When I listen to his song, it puts me in the mode mentally, like, oh yeah, it's go time. It's go time. Like, that's how I be feeling, man. It's go time. Like, literally, that's how I listen to when I listen to that fucking album. I'm like,
Right.
oh yeah, it's time. It's time, and it's coming. It's time. Like, just
Mm-hmm.
straight up. You don't think about nothing else.
Like, I will say, for the new Kendrick album, like, I really now have to gush over and really can't think of a bad Kendrick album, because there's really not one at all.
Kendrick I don't think I've ever heard a bad Kendrick song.
I've never. Right, like I'm in that ballpark. Like, there's not a bad Kendrick song, period. But this album right here, you got to be careful. You need to be careful when you listen to this album. And the reason why is because when you listen to Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper, this shit right here is emotion. This is the side of a man who is emotionally equipped to deal with his trauma. He talks about the trauma like no artist I've ever seen before. It's like he has the bravado there of an MC, but pushes it to the side with the reality of what exactly is going on.
Yeah,
and I'm
like,
like,
how you supposed to do it.
I'm like, wow, bro.
That's how you make a real song. Like, it's like, that's and it's funny. That's another reason. That's another way that I make my while my album, like, when people, it's crazy. The individual who I've sent my album to, they hear and like, damn, you went through that, like, because it's like, the beat hard is realistic. Like, I'm not saying nothing in the song that don't make sense. That's some lie and shit. Like, hey, this song is actually me. My album is me. I'm giving you me. Yeah, I can give you bars, the beat hard as shit. But guess what? Yeah, motherfucker, I slept outside. That's in the first song.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the first song, I give you that. Like, first song. Hey, this is actually where I came from. Like, you feel me? Hand me downs in a trash bag, walking around. Like, nigga, what? That was real? Yes. And guess what? Many people gonna be able to relate to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still a good song. It's actually hit. It's actually not like it's some, it's just a Ricky Dink trap song. No, hey, he giving us him.
when I tell you on this Kendrick album, the Father's Time song literally is the song that, when I tell you, will bringeth you to the tears. I was like, oh, so you're just gonna talk to me? Like, there's like the whole album it gives me goosebumps. It is so unexplainably great. It is so unexplainably great. Like, you thought Damn was good. This is a whole autobiography within itself, if that makes sense. Where it's just like
an audio memoir.
It is very much so an audio memoir. A very much so an audio memoir where I'm like, oh, this makes sense. Right. There are songs on there like the song that I told you about, where he's kind of where it's like him and the girl are cussing at each other, whatever.
Yeah, I heard that one.
But my whole thing about that is I loved it because I was smart enough to understand where he's getting the references from. That it was like Baby Boy and Poetic Justice. And I love that. And it was like, and I got that, and I'm so smart. I have to big myself up. I'm so smart. I got that the second that I listened to it. It didn't take me a minute to sit with the song or whatever.
Right.
I got it the second I was listening to it. I was like, oh shit, this is what he's talking about. Like, you know what I mean? And it's never too much that can go over your head. But there are some things in it where I just be like, I was like, I'm sitting here and I'm listening to it and I'm like, yeah, this gonna go over some niggas' heads.
Yeah.
Like this part gonna go over some niggas' heads. Like you're not ready for that.
And then how
And,
realistic it is, because that's literally the epitome of a lot of relationships today,
right.
now.
But even just in general, it's like Kendrick picking your brain. You know what I'm saying? Like the man, he's never lost touch, and he's fucking amazing. But he made me think about what do we want our legacies to be? You know what I'm saying to you?
Right.
Like his music will live in infamy. His music is going to be timeless. Beyonce's music is going to be timeless. There, you can go back and do it. I'll even break out on a shirt. Aaliyah's music, fucking timeless. It's still, you can still go back to it today. Matter of fact, I think we're going to be in what? That was 2001. So we're 20 some odd years, more than 20 some odd years. Was it 2000? 2000? It was 2001. And it'd be this August, as a matter of fact. Since she passed. And ain't that crazy?
Goodness.
Time is flying. Time is flying. But yeah, so I had to sit back and ask the question, what would our legacy be, or what do we want it to be? And I thought about it for a little while. Like a lot of times people put stock into their children to be their legacy. And I've stated many times that may or may not be the route for me. That may or may not happen. You feel what I'm saying to you?
Right.
So I was like, all right, well, what does it look like for me? And for me, it looked like this. Like, this is my autobiography. This is my legacy.
Right.
Like, when people look back and look at me, they see you, they know, you know what I'm saying? They know the story, they know the friendship. And that is ultimately like the most amazing thing for me. And I think that recently in the last couple of episodes, we've gotten kind of deep, but I wanted to show that there's a growth to grown-ass men talking about where they're going to be and the trajectory, sorry, my mouth is dry, of where they're trying to go in the future and where they want to be. You know what I'm saying to you? Not just, oh, we on here, you know what I'm saying? We making noise, we out here. I don't give a fuck if it's 1 person or 1 million. As long as we are consistently doing the same thing and having fun on a regular basis, that makes me happy, and that's part of my legacy. And my legacy will always be, and I mean that, and I've always said that, even when I got sick, I was like, look, as long as you can say that you had a good ass time with Troy and I can make you fucking laugh,
right,
we good to go.
That's facts.
We good to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't never say that you had a bad time with me.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? And when I don't get a vibe where it don't feel, now that's when I'm using the word vibe. When I don't get a vibe where it don't feel right, I'm out.
We leave, like, we gonna go ahead and leave.
Or I've even said, you know, like, I think it was what night was that? It was a Halloween night, and it was at the Gold Run. And I was like, look, sorry, I gotta go to work in the morning, but I'll drop you off out here, party for a minute, and I'm out. And I meant that. I'm very much so a man of my word. I stand on my word. You know what I'm saying to you, as much as possible, because I'm not going to sit here and say to nobody that shit can't get fucked up. But as a grown ass man, I stand on my word, and that is part of my legacy.
Yeah, like I know. Like, for me, it's being able to relay the testimony that I have, and do it in the most subtle way possible. Like, I love the fact that I meet people and they have no idea Like, damn, that's where you came from? Like, yeah, I don't wear it. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
I don't wear that shit on my face. I don't walk around sad. I don't walk around stressed out. I don't walk around complaining. I don't walk around sad. None of that. I said it in my song. You feel me? I frown slow. Like, that's real talk. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't. You know, I'm living proof. That's one thing for sure. If I ain't shit else, you ain't going. You can't tell me. Once again, you can't look me in my face and make a complaint or
Mm-hmm.
make an excuse, because motherfucker, I ain't have nothing, and I wasn't making excuses. That's the
Right.
one thing. That's funny. I didn't have nothing, and that's the one thing I wasn't doing, was making excuses. I was just like,
Not
all right,
one.
we going, however it happened, or even down to my music. Well, I'm gonna keep doing it. I ain't gonna stop doing it. I just got, and it's amazing, yo. It's amazing. You're like, I've always had a laptop. That's one thing I always kept. Whether, look, I done lost so much clothes and shoes, stashed them in the apartment buildings. But guess what? I ain't never lose my laptop. Always was able to make music. Always was able to keep doing that. That's facts. You feel me? But at the
And
end
that
of the
was one thing that was steadily consistent.
every time,
Steadily consistent.
and that's why it's like now, this album, this gonna be a part of my legacy. Because you gonna,
Mm-hmm.
and like I said, I'm not releasing another album. Like, I'm literally planning to drop this one album, and that's it.
Right.
I put my all into it. That's it. And then I'm just gonna drop singles. Like, when you hear this album, it's gonna be like, all right, this is who you are. All right, we get it now. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You'll be able to listen. Well, obviously, you ain't gonna be able to fully know me unless you actually meet me personally, but you're gonna hear this project and be like, wow, that's what's up. You feel me? It's gonna be like, that's like, once you get to the last track, you're gonna be like, all right, you got that.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's
But
like, you got that.
it's different. It hits different now because like I I feel like Nori a lot of the time, like, I don't want to do this no more. Like, it's fun. It's fun for me to come out of the woodworks because I don't look or sound like a typical MC.
Right.
But you've seen when I get behind the mic, it's a fucking problem.
Yep. Pen
Like,
game ridiculous.
right. My pen game is ill. Let's call a spade. And I do have an undeniable quality about myself, which I mean, damn near 40, I had to start. I didn't start until we really started this show, really getting a level of confidence to say, yeah, my pen game is that.
Mm-hmm.
For me
Make
and
it to
for
the
what it's worth
bag.
is, I just don't feel like I want to create a whole body of work. I don't feel like I have enough to say in a whole body of work musically like that. That is why you get the podcasts on a regular
Mm-hmm.
basis, because they are my thoughts, they are my opinions, they are, kind of who I am, and you get and now to visualize it and get a chance to see it makes the shit 10 times better.
Right.
So
I mean,
we
you
might
gotta
be
remember,
Patreon in a minute. I'm gonna tell you
yeah,
that now.
I mean, and the thing is, you're not the only one. You got, there's a lot of individuals who probably like just can't put a project out. Like,
Mhm.
I can't see myself putting. I can only do. That's why, like, for me, this album, that's it. Like, I literally can't see myself putting another project out. And if I do put anything else out, like more than one, it'll literally just be a bunch of EPs. I cannot. That's why I'm gonna just do singles. I can't do
And
another
I
album.
I feel like two things. I applaud you for that, because you had to think about it. You decided to do this where you're self-producing it yourself.
Everything.
You made the beats. You're self-recording yourself. You're self-engineering yourself. So it's a lot of self situations where you and I are both self-starters.
Yep.
When we get up, and we go and we do it, and we're self-starters, and it's the strangest shit, but it just is what it is. But there's a level, but then there's not a level of kind of like second guessing that. You like, this is what it is. This is exactly where I'm going with it. Fine, I'm here. Let's go.
Yep.
You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? And that's your whole mantra. Like, you don't make excuses. Like, yo, when I talked about this whole weight loss journey, all this exercise and everything else, I can't make any more excuses.
Nope.
I cannot. I'm actually mad because of last week, even though it was my birthday, like I kind of, got into this groove for 1 week of not exercising. I feel like shit. And must go back immediately. The only reason I'm not doing it tonight is 1, because of the show, and 2, because I got an upstairs project that's going on.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? Like but I can't make the excuses anymore. And I love the fact that you don't and never did. Even in the times where people did not understand, I was the only one that knew what was going on. No excuse was made. Not one. So I hope that inspires someone to do what they need to do, because not one fucking excuse was made.
Yep. And then, I mean, you go listen, at the end of the day, there's always going to be an individual or individuals that's out there that's going to hear both of these, stories and testimonies. It's still going to, be in the same position. Like, it's still going to want to, that's because they're just comfortable and content. It's going to have to be for them motherfuckers to actually, like, I think about it all the time. Like, how many individuals wouldn't last a day, let alone a week, let
alone years.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It wasn't like it was like a very like short period of time. This shit, I was dealing with this shit for years. Like, imagine being in that, like, a day. A lot of these motherfuckers, a day would have broke them. A day would have broke them. Like, damn, I don't know what I'm about to eat. I don't know what I'm eating at. I don't know what I'm sleeping at. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta just make shit happen. Like that's another thing about me. That's why I'm able to do that. I can just make shit happen. I'm always able to make stuff happen, like all the time. Like, whatever I need to get done, I can.
And I used to be pissed at you like I would be my wife. I'd be like, yo, did you eat? Nah, I ain't eat yet. The fuck you mean you ain't eat?
Like, bro, what are you talking about?
Like, yo, would I not cuss you out all the time?
Yeah, yo, stop doing that shit.
Right.
Like, eventually, like, yep, that's actually fact.
I will pull up all the time, and that just again goes to the testament of friendship. And I know, like I said, we talk about this all the time, but it's also part of what I have done for you is also part of my legacy. Like, I leave that. Like, you and I had an offline conversation about how you deal money-wise now.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying to you?
Yep.
And because you said to me, you told me XYZ, that's what I do, and every time I get my money.
Mm-hmm.
Because I play about a lot of shit, but I don't play about my motherfucking money.
I'm not playing with y'all niggas no more.
Run me that. I don't play about my motherfucking money.
Prices have gone up.
Tell them again.
Substantially.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Sorry.
Fat Joe.
Your quality is your price.
Mm-hmm.
So if I tell you that my shit is $1,500 for a beat, guess what? It's $1,500 for a beat.
Right.
To own it.
Right.
I'm not giving you nothing less. If I know you, of course you're gonna get a discount. Package deals, I'll do that, but because this is funny, yo, because it's like being in my shoes now, being that I'm an actual artist now, and can actually make good music. Oh boy, listen, I want a nigga to try to like lowball me on the beat. I'm a straight tell him, well, I actually don't even need your money. Like, I'm good.
I'm trying to help you, sir.
I'm cool. I'm literally and I'm okay with you not getting the beat, because let me listen to it for 2 more days. I'm gonna make the song to it, and I'm gonna put it out, and I'm gonna make money off of it. Like,
and then sometimes it be to that point where you be like, look, so I really like my beat and hate your verse, so I really don't. I don't want to do this.
like I actually hate your verse.
I love my beat and hate your verse, and I don't think that go well together.
That's why I be screening cats. Like, if I even hear if I hear your music and I'm like, yeah, your shit trash, I'm actually try my hardest not to give you the beat.
Right. And there it is.
I want trash on my
shit. You know what that's called? In the property management world, that's called steering. Like, so you know what? I think you might want this one over here. Because
Yeah,
this one over here, this ain't for you. It's too many,
yeah,
it's too many colors in this building.
yeah,
Like,
no, not a chance. Yeah,
too
no,
many
we can't.
colors
We're
in
not.
this
We're not
building.
even. We're not chancing these things. Sorry.
Exactly, exactly. But you know what? That is another wonderful, wonderful show, as always. You know what I'm saying to you? Because I got to get upstairs and see what this project is all about anyway.
Yes,
But
sir.
I am your boy, Young Smooth.
I'm OB.
And this, of course, has been the Kickstand My Podcast. Y'all already fucking know what the fuck it is. Let's go. However, before we get out of here, fear, false evidence appearing real. It's only real in your mind if you make it real in your motherfucking mind. And this nigga got an album coming out, so make that real in your mind. We will post
and
more about
and
that.
and, and singles that I just released, and they actually should be on all streaming platforms, I believe, sometime this week.
Ooh, I love it.
Bangers.
Okay, so can I exercise to it? Because if I can't exercise to it, I don't want to listen to it no more.
Just funny. Just funny. You literally can exercise to both of the songs.
Okay, perfect. I might have to put them in a different playlist because I know you can't. I can't put you in the nasty workout playlist.
Yeah,
but
no, hell no.
I'll put you in another playlist. But let me tell you something. And again, I've also, and I will link it. I'll probably link it a couple times in the YouTube pages as well. That playlist has gotten me through. I'm trying to tell y'all, it really, really the fuck has. And I'm in that playlist. I got some other artists that I know that are in that playlist, and to be honest with you, it's not just that. It's not just the local artists. It's every art. It's all the artists that you know.
Yeah,
And it's all
everything.
that you wouldn't have even thought of. And then you'd be like,
Yep.
"How am I work out to this?" Trust me, you can do it. Some of it I use for yoga. Some of it when I want to fucking be thotty. All of the shit, it works. I'm trying to tell you, it works. It absolutely works. Other than that, that's pretty much it. But we out this motherfucker. So we will see y'all next week, okay?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
by the way, if you ain't liked or you got this far to the motherfucking video, you ain't like and share and subscribe, fuck wrong with you? Get your shit together. Get
Facts.
your shit together. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Absolute facts.
All right now, peace.
Deuces. Yeah,